Hey, have you seen this new trend of fake podcasts going around? Wait, that's a thing? Yeah, it's crazy. Who would do such a thing? Podcasts have skyrocketed in popularity in the past few years. I think there's just something about the clean, clear, crisp mics and the casual conversation that make it feel like the people are relatable and easy to listen to, but also like they have something important to say. This feeling of importance is powerful. We stop and listen to what people have to say on a podcast, even if it's excruciatingly stupid. People have caught on to this feeling. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Thanks for joining me. I'm trying out a different setting today, so I hope it looks fine. Today, we're going to be talking about a new trend that I've seen going around, and honestly, I'm a little bit late to it. Now, if you're on Twitter at all, you've probably seen this clip that went viral the other day.
I please my man in every way. All the ways. Wake him up, he gets to nut. Before he leaves out the door, he's leaving empty nuts. At work, I am calling him like, come outside, it's your lunch break. It's time for you to get your nut off. When he gets home, he's getting fed. He is getting another nut and one before bed, or two if he's lucky. And that's it. That's a secret. I make sure that my man nuts at least 6 or 7 times.
That clip got over 5 million views, and it's from a podcast. Well, that's what they want you to think. This is made to look like it's from a podcast, but this podcast does not exist. And honestly, I've got to give props. It's really smart. Apparently, she makes content on OnlyFans, and this is a genius marketing strategy. It's also really annoying, and I wish that I could say that this is a new thing, but honestly, I'm shocked that people haven't realized that fake podcasts have been a thing for months now, at least in some degree. I've seen plenty of examples of these guys that'll talk about things from Marvel movies, and they'll be like, hey man, did you know that Thanos does this in Marvel and it means something spiritual? And the other guy's like, what? No way. And they just wait for each other to finish sentences, and it's super clean. It's not the most well acted. If you've ever watched a podcast, you know this is not how it goes. People are constantly interrupting each other. They're not listening to each other, or when they are, they disagree on things. You get the idea. And it's not just podcasts. With the rise of short form media, the misinformation and fake content has skyrocketed. Just think about it. If it's a 10-minute video, it takes so much more time, money, effort, and planning to make it all go off without a hitch. To really fake something effectively, it takes a ton of effort. But if you only have 6 seconds, you don't have to do a lot. I guess TikTok has more than 6 seconds. You get the idea. And honestly, I'm starting to think that that's the point. People don't even want you to think that things are real anymore. Fake content is intentional. Either people believe it's real and they comment something like, no way, he actually thinks that? Or they know it's fake and they comment something like, no way, he actually thinks that. It's a win-win for anyone that's seeking out some easy engagement on their social media posts. And like I said earlier, it's a good marketing strategy. It's smart, but it comes at a cost. I saw a TikTok a couple of weeks ago from a woman that was faking this Disney movie entrance thing that she had going on, where it had to be perfectly aesthetic and she had to wait so that no one else was walking out at the same time as her, and the music was playing right and the doors were opening at the right time. And her Uber driver comes in the building because he's been sitting in his car for 10 minutes and he's like, hey, where are you? And she's inside waiting for people to get out of her way. And at the time, it was feasible that it could be real. In isolation, this kind of thing could happen where some person, especially a young person that's fixated on social media attention, could get a little carried away and think that everything has to be perfect for their social media. And all of the comments were people just hating on her, saying that it's ridiculous and this generation is done for and whatever, the norm. So fast forward to today, and I'm browsing Twitter and I see the same woman sitting down at a diner. She's throwing a fit because she ordered a meal that has salmon and there's supposed to be an egg on top of it. And while the waiter was bringing it over, it seems like the egg fell off of the salmon, and she's complaining because she wanted to be recording the perfect aesthetic service moment, and it doesn't go that way for her. So she's throwing a fit, she's complaining to the waiter, and she's demanding that they remake her food. Now, I've worked in customer service for years, and this is nothing out of the ordinary. It happens all the time. But if you've ever worked in customer service, you know that you are a million times more likely to just go with someone's request and help them out if they're being polite to you. And she was being anything but that. She was insulting them, she was commenting on the food, she was threatening them, etc. And while it's possible that everyone in these TikToks is involved in some way, I kind of doubt it. I think that a big part of fake content is the reaction. Imagine if she faked this content and no one said anything to her or nothing happened. It'd be boring. Who would care? The real reason that people engage with it is because they have someone to root for. The poor waitstaff that has to deal with this woman, we need to stick up for her. And I get it. That's my instinct too when I see those clips, but all that it ends up doing is benefiting her. She gets more followers and more attention. And these characters that people play, where they're constantly annoying the people around them, it's a little entertaining, but it comes at a huge cost. It just spreads negativity to the people that she's interacting with in person and everyone witnessing it online. When I see those clips, I just have this spike in nihilism, like, oh, the world is doomed, especially the young generation. And honestly, none of that's true, but that's the thing. When more content like this is made, it amplifies that negative energy that everyone feels in society these days. And really, that's the main harm of these videos. Sometimes they go too far and actually get people hurt, but usually it's just annoying. But I think that being annoying is enough to have a negative impact on society. So I'm willing to take drastic measures. We could cancel fake podcasts, but I think that's already in the books, so let's go further. I think we should cancel all podcasts. I'm just kidding. There are plenty of great podcasts out there. I listen to a few from time to time on long drives, and it can be a really entertaining way to pass some time. I think that the negative side effects of something like fake content or misinformation are really starting to show themselves in the world. So in conclusion, the fake podcast trend isn't extremely harmful right now. Some people have used it for some less than admirable things, but all in all, it's just the new version of a tired trend of faking content. If this continues, this fake content is about to get real. Thanks for watching the video. I'm starting a podcast. No, I'm just kidding. I'll see you guys in the next video where we stop looking at TikTok and we become the TikTok.